All right. Well, you know what? It's 7, so I'm just going to do a brief introduction. My name is Gianna. I'm one of the reference librarians here at the Chelmsford Public Library. So thank you so much for joining us tonight for our program, Lose the Clutter and Love Your Home: 7 Things to Declutter in February with Jamie Novak. Make the most of your decluttering efforts this winter by decluttering these 7 often overlooked areas of your home. Tidy up with bestselling author and expert organizer Jamie Novak during this virtual program when she reveals the 7 spots we should all be focused on. Learn what to do first and how to stay motivated. Plus, join Jamie for a tiny tidy up session during the program. And just to briefly introduce our speaker, you may have seen her on morning TV, read her newest book, Keep This, Toss That, listen to her 10-minute podcast, or watched her YouTube show. Jamie spends most days presenting virtual programs on how to de-stress and declutter with a humorous twist. So without further ado, I'm gonna pass it over to Jamie and remind folks to have a pen and paper nearby, take some notes if you'd like to. And if you have any questions, please leave them down in the chat section of your Zoom menu at the bottom of your screen. We'll make sure to get to those later on in the presentation. All right, thanks, Jamie.
Thanks, Janet. It's great to be here at Chelmsford Library. Welcome in, everyone. I see so many of us are back again, so that means we continue to stay focused on our organizing efforts. So congratulations on that. You know, this is our time together, and if this first Thursday of the month works for you, mark your calendar. We have some awesome programs coming up. We're going to continue decluttering together, and we'll tell you about those future programs in a moment. In fact, Gianna may be putting some of that in the chat as well. This evening, we're going to be spending our time looking at 7 areas that are often overlooked. And you may have joined us for programs in the past where we focused in on specific rooms, different categories, our bathroom and our kitchen, and we have paperwork coming up next month, followed by organizing our life into one teeny tiny notebook. So there's a lot more to be done, but of course, right now, we're focused in on those 7 areas. And what might surprise you this evening is we're going to talk about areas, and we're going to go on a little treasure hunt together. So if you have not joined a program that I've sort of led before, this may be a surprise that we actually leave our program running and invite you to step away to get a little jump start with us. So if you're in a space and a place to do a little tidy up with us, stay tuned because I've got my trusty timer and we're going to get a little bit done during the program. I mean, we could come together and take an hour's worth of notes, but then you'd have to go and do all the things after the program. And since you've already set aside the time and given yourself this deadline with accountability because you registered, so you know we're expecting you, and you have a deadline because it's happening right now, those are really 2 of the keys that I think are those recipes for success. So that deadline and the accountability. So we just love the fact that the library is bringing us together every Thursday, the first Thursday of every month. So mark your calendar. We'll be back again. This gives you that deadline to work between our times together so you can come in with a success, which is going to be super exciting. Well, we have a lot to cover, and I'm sure you're wondering what's number 1 on the list, and we are going to jump right in. We're going to have a 3-minute timer in just a moment. We're going to go in search of free things that we can toss. We're talking about the spork that came with your fast food or takeout order, and food banks and food pantries would love to get them, or you can just use it. What about a little medicine or vitamin organizer? Maybe you went to a workshop, they gave you another one. Do you need another one? If not, you can absolutely donate it. And let us know in the chat, am I the only one that rinses out the good jars? I hope not. Is anyone else a jar rinser outer or a good box keeper? Join us in chat if you rinse out jars, keep the boxes, and you actually say to yourself, that's a really good box. So let us know in the chat. I hope I'm not alone. And in fact, I also saved the ribbon that came off of a beautiful throw blanket. Yep, some of you are thinking, how does she know? Is she looking in my windows? And it's not only the boxes and the jars and the ribbons, but the clear zipper bags when you buy a blanket or linens or a shower curtain. So if you'd like to join us, number 1 on our list of 7 is really that freebie thing. It's kind of junky. Maybe it's a bank logo laden mug and you don't need another coffee mug, let's donate it. So we're looking for that freebie thing. We're going to have 3 minutes on the timer, and I can't wait for you to come back and join us in chat and tell us what you found. So you can absolutely donate it if it's in great condition. Otherwise, it's out of here, or maybe you'll just use it and use it up. So how many jars does one household need? I think fewer than we currently own. All right, let's begin. You get all 3 minutes. It's not a race. Walk carefully. If you're not able to get up and go do something outside of our program area right now, you can certainly work on something on your phone, like unsubscribing from emails. So we've got 3 minutes on the timer. Let's see that progress we can make together. If you're ready, we'll count it down in 3, 2, 1, and go. The timer's ticking, and we are looking for at least one freebie thing to get out of here. Let's see what you find. Timer's ticking. This is amazing. We're counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. There is our chirpy little timer celebrating our win. The wins just keep rolling in. So if you just tuned in or you just got your audio working, you didn't miss much. We just started with number 1 on our list. We took 3 minutes and we all looked for a freebie item to discard or donate. And well done, everyone. This is amazing. Now, if like Michelle, you are shredding papers, I do hope you'll come back next month, because next month is all about the papers. File, pile, sort, shred, and it is happening on the 7th of March at 7 p.m. And we do hope that you will register and join us. So that link is in the chat. And of course, you can always go to the library's website. Well, that was number 1 on our list of 7, and it was the freebie stuff. I am wildly impressed with everyone's progress. This is amazing. Couldn't even keep up with the chats. Y'all were just putting in like win after win after win. And may I remind you, that was 3 minutes. So we really want to maybe like think about loving our home. And when it's just cluttered with a bunch of free stuff, we might reconsider bringing free things home, which sounds wrong because it's free, but is it really free? You have to organize it, you have to save it, you have to clean it, you have to clean around it, you have to dispose of it when you don't use it, you have to feel guilty for having it and not using it. All the things, it's not really free. It's taking up your time and energy and money and space. So maybe we decide free is not for me. Number 2 on our list is the thing you keep moving around from flat surface to flat surface because it doesn't have a home. It plays like musical flat surfaces. You know what I mean? It goes from here, then we move it here, then we move it here. It might be something you need to fix. And that's exactly what mine was. A little tiny piece of chip of wood. I was vacuuming like a little too aggressively, and I knocked a little piece of wood off the baseboard. All I needed to do was go get the wood glue and glue it back on. But did I? No, I put it down. Then I moved it. Then I moved it. Then I moved it. And so it would have just been easier to fix it in the moment. So there's probably something that either needs to get put away, but storage is overstuffed, something that you haven't identified where you're going to store it. You just keep moving it from space to space. This might also be something like a remote control that needs new batteries. Can you put batteries in the next 3 minutes? I bet you can. We're going to do another 3-minute moment. Now, remember, we're just looking for that thing that you need to decide about. And it's so empowering to say, I'm going to make this decision. And remember that decluttering is about letting go, but organizing isn't always about tossing stuff. It's about putting it back, finding a home. And so that thing that's been left out and is just moving around, let's just decide. And if what you need to decide is where's it going to live, then let's decide. You can always change your mind. We're going to take 3 minutes on the timer. Again, if you're available to join us, maybe from home, please do. It's not a race. You get 3 minutes. You already saw what you can do in just 3 minutes. We're going to do it again. And if you're not available at home, then please do grab your phone, or if you have a wallet or handbag nearby, you can certainly do your own organizing adventure. So with 3 minutes on the timer, can you identify something that just keeps moving around, that you're tired of moving around? And let's just deal with it. Love yourself enough to say, you know what? I'm not going to live with this thing that just keeps moving around, right? Musical clutter. Are you ready? We're going to begin in 3, 2, 1. Let us know what you find. Timer's ticking. We're off. Time. 15 seconds, and we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. There's our little chirpy timer celebrating our win. How did that go? So if you're able to join us in chat, and no pressure if it's not your thing or you can't find it, no worries. But if you're able to join us in chat, please do jump in with that win. Look at this, gift bags and warranty cards and keychains, and you all were fixing things and moving things and deciding about things. Just take a moment and really let that settle in. You're in charge. Instead of like the clutter controlling your space and it feels like we can't really feel welcome or peaceful or at home in our own home, we're loving ourselves enough to say, you know what, I don't need this. And we're loving that the item can be loved and used by someone else. And we're just loving our home. I mean, there's just, right, February, the month of love, Valentine's, it ties in beautifully. So those takeout menus and paperwork and business cards and all the things. Remember, that was 3 minutes. What does that look like on an ongoing basis, especially if you expand that window to my favorite length of time, when you probably know what it is if you've joined us before? It's 10 minutes. I love setting a timer for 10 minutes and getting something done. A little part of a bigger project or a whole small project done. We're doing 3 because we're here and we need to kind of move along because we've got 7 areas, but we've already tackled the first 2. We're moving into number 3. And I want you to feel great about the items that are in your home, and anything that makes you feel bad about yourself, I want you to let it go. Anything that makes you feel bad. You wish you loved it, but no. It's socks that are supposed to stay up and they don't. Undergarments with stretched out elastic. We're looking for the hat that's a little droopy, or it's not your favorite team anymore. You don't love that team. So we're looking for the thing that makes you feel bad when you see it. It might be torn or stained or warped or peeling or melted, and it's just out of here. So think about that thing that makes you feel like, oh, a little bit bad when you see it. And this can also be the thing that makes you feel bad about yourself. The green juice maker, because you're supposed to be making green juices, but then you realize you don't like green juices, or they're too difficult to make, or you're going to support your health in another way, and that's just not right for you, but you spent good money on it. So for all the reasons, all the things that make you feel bad, including woefully out of size clothing. You know, there's a little flexibility sometimes, things, you know, it varies, but if it's way over here or way over here, you might feel bad about it. So what could you find in, you guessed it, 3 minutes? We're going to do this whole thing again. 3 minutes on the timer. Now, if you come back next month for file, pile, sort, shred, we will certainly sort papers, but we'll have a longer moment. Tonight is a little bit like do. So hopefully you're feeling energized by this, by these moments. So let's begin with 3 minutes on the timer, the thing that makes you feel bad. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1, and it's time. Timer's ticking, and you are getting some things done. Let's go. What can you find to let go of in 3 minutes? I don't know. That's our chirpy timer. You know what that means. Come on back to our program. Bye-bye, old sunglasses. Join us in the chat if you want to let us know what you found. We're very excited for everything that you're finding along the way. So let's just be sure we're either trashing it if that's what needs to happen, recycling it, or putting it in a bag for donate. I don't want you to just move it all around and then you're like, wait a minute, I've just made a bigger mess. So we definitely, you know, want to think about putting it in the bag for it to go. Lions Clubs takes those glasses and sunglasses. Yes, some ophthalmologist offices will as well. Used nail polish, just drain it into something absorbent, kitty litter or a towel or something, and then out it goes. Books. Yeah, meant to read, and then they've multiplied. And remember, our library stores the books. You can borrow them from the library. You can read them online. So you don't have to keep every book, which is great. And it's gone. Way to go. Another 3 minutes. So if I were to ask you like how long you thought this would all take, you probably would have overestimated the length of time. And here we go. So stuff for traveling, excellent choices. We're moving on to number 4 on our list of 7. And this is all about what makes you feel guilty. What makes you feel guilty? Gift guilt is a real thing. right? You received a gift. It's not you. It's not right for you. It's not your color. It's not your size. It's not your style. You'll never use it. You don't need it. You don't burn a candle. For whatever reason, that gift is just not you. And I want to remind you that my feeling is the gift is the expression of the person choosing something for you as the physical representation of their love and care for you. The gift is that's the gift. Like the gift is that expression. It's that exchange of energy. It's not the actual item. The actual item is just the physical representation of that feeling. And I don't think anyone that really cares about you would want you to be burdened by a gift that they gave you with the best of intentions. So we can always snap a photo of something that makes us feel like, gosh, I would give it away, but I don't want to forget it. It has a good memory, but I'm tired of cleaning it. I feel guilty that I'm not keeping up with it. It's in the back closet. A candle, you don't like the scent. Yes, perfect. Out it goes. So you might snap a photo, you might not. It's a thing that makes you feel guilty. It's a piece of exercise equipment that doesn't work for you. You'll never use it. It's anything that sort of, I think of it like it mocks me. I walk by and it's like, ha ha, you should be using me. And maybe you feel guilty that you spent good money on it and it's just not you. A fancy lotion, a water bottle that you thought you'd like, but you can't clean it well. It doesn't go in the dishwasher. Whatever the scenario is, even if you spent good money on it, we can't bring the money back by holding the item. And every time you see the item, it just serves to make us feel bad and make us or trick us into believing we don't make good decisions. And I think you make good decisions. That may have just been a one-off unfortunate purchase, or there's gift guilt. So let's get started. Who's ready? We're going to put 3 minutes on that timer. And if you're ready, you're going to join us now. 3 minutes on the timer, something that makes you feel bad. We're going to begin in 3, 2, 1, and go. Timer's ticking, and you are finding something to just say, oh, I'm done with you. Oh, that ugly cookie jar. Yes, I love it. So number 1 was all about that freebie thing. Number 2 is the thing we keep moving around. Number 3 is the thing that makes us feel bad. And number 4 is the thing that makes us feel guilty. If it was gifted to you, if you wish you would have liked it, you thought it was going to be different. You thought you might like the scent, but for whatever reason, it's not right. So timer is ticking. Timer's ticking. How's it going? Clothes I bought and then thought, what was I thinking? Yes, pillows that are too old for sure. If a pillow doesn't kind of bounce back, then yes, that's a good choice. Our timer's ticking. How's it going over there? 2 minutes left on the timer. 2 minutes left on the timer. Can you find one thing to let go of that just sort of makes you feel bad when you see it, guilty that you don't like it, guilty you spent the money? You wish it was different. You can't change it. It's not you. We're letting it go. The timer continues to tick down. We are going to be coming up on halfway through, and we're at number 4 on our list of 7. A crocheted pocketbook. Yes, that's an excellent example. Something handmade for sure. Jewelry, gifts, and souvenirs, says Ellen. Given a jar candles that don't like the scent, donating tomorrow. So long, jar candles. Someone else will appreciate them, but they're just not right for us for whatever reason. You don't have to justify it. You just have to let it go. 1 minute and 11 seconds left on our timer. Timer's ticking. How's it going? If you're back already and want to join us in chat, let us know. What did you find? Total Jim. Yes, Catherine, for sure. Total failure, Jim. Don't love it. It just, not a failure on your part, a failure on the manufacturer's part. I don't find them easy to use. Jar candle I can't use. Oh, a phone belonging to a late husband. Patrice, you might take a picture of that first, sometimes these sentimental pieces, and then let the item go on to be used by someone else. Too many dishes and kitchen items for sure. Candles seem to be very popular. I'm getting the feeling that maybe we shouldn't gift candles because it doesn't seem like most people like them. Maybe the scents are very personal. iPhones, yes, iPhones can be recycled at Staples. Great reminder, Brenda. Staples and Best Buy for consumer electronic recycling. Robert's got those china dishes and a Thigh Master for Kathy. There we go. And we are down to 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. There's our chirpy little timer celebrating our win with us. So how did that go? Excessive garden items. And Michelle says, a pair of pants I was going to dye and the dye to dye the pants. Donate it, let it go. So the project that you thought you'd do, like dyeing the pants or making the thing, and you're like, yeah, not going to do it, not interested. The moment's passed. Shoes are a tough one for sure, but if you can find a pair that someone else could use and love and enjoy, you start to feel bad sometimes for holding on to the items because they just deteriorate in storage. Things just generally don't get better in storage. So yeah, I love it. Well, our timer is ready to go for just another moment. If you're feeling inspired by these little moments, you're going to have a chance to focus on something that doesn't work, something that doesn't work. So number 5 on our list, we're going on a little treasure hunt. So it's sort of like I spy with my little eyes, something that doesn't work. So a cleaning solution that doesn't clean, maybe it's a laundry solution that doesn't work for you. It could be makeup that doesn't deliver, face cream that you don't like the scent of. It's a utensil that's too flimsy to work, or a spoon that scratches the pan, something that doesn't work, or it's too difficult to clean, or you don't know how to work it. If you don't know how to operate it, then we're never going to use it. So we're looking for that thing. It may be found in the kitchen, maybe the utensil drawer, but it may be found elsewhere, maybe the utility closet. We're looking for the thing that doesn't work. And if you're stuck for the thing that doesn't work, the pen without any ink certainly doesn't work. So we can absolutely begin there. So we're looking for something that doesn't work. If you have a ridiculous quantity of pens, you can absolutely bag them up and donate them. So some of you are already ready on this one. So we are going to begin our 3 minutes looking for something that doesn't work or just doesn't work for you. It's too blue of an eyeshadow. We're looking for that thing in 3 minutes. We'll begin in 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Timer's ticking. We're looking for the thing that doesn't work. Doesn't work for whatever reason. I love this. So yeah, so donate the office supplies for sure. Marsha's got those old pens. Unabsorbent bath towels. Yes, that's like the ultimate doesn't work kind of thing. Ellen's got so many things going out. Those polishes for sure. Oh, I love this. Everyone is sharing their wins with us. It's so inspiring. A lopsided office chair. Yes. But now it's become a bookshelf. So maybe we will lift up the books. Oh, Becky, that's a great one. A measuring spoon where you can't read the measurements. I have one of those myself, and my new measuring spoons actually are in a box outside my door right now. I was notified that they're here. Coffee maker, and it's like embossed, so I can't lose the ink on it. Coffee maker that doesn't work. Why do we have it? Yes. Craft supplies. Coin purse, too difficult to open, difficult to zip. Why are we doing this to ourselves? If it's not a 10, let it go. Pots and pans you don't use, pot holders falling apart. Trivets, yes, then it's going to burn your hands or burn your countertop, burn your table. That's not great. Let's let it go. 2 minutes left on the timer. Oh, I'm so impressed with everyone's moments here. Oh my gosh. So extra pens, yeah, but I pop them in a bag. I give them to a cashier or someone working at a restaurant because I always accidentally walk away with their pens. Some libraries take pens. We can ask our Chelmsford Library, do you want extra pens? And you can just donate them where you would donate other things. Holy sucks. Yes, they don't work. Avocado covers and slicers. Goodbye. I let go of a pickle picker because I have a fork. I don't need a pickle picker. Duplicate tablecloths, great choice. Oh yes, peelers, desk lamp for sure. Goodbye things that don't work. You deserve things that you love to use and that make your life easier, not that make your life more difficult. 1 minute left on our timer. How's it going over there? Oh, as a teacher, Becky brought them to the classroom. Excellent choice. Light bulbs that don't work for sure. That's another good one. Absolutely. And we're down to our final 45 seconds for this moment. Oh, I hope you're feeling inspired. Yes, keys that don't go to anything, broken hockey sticks. I mean, exactly. What are we doing with a broken hockey stick? Great choice. 30 seconds left on our timer. 30 seconds on our time. Here we go. We're down to 25 seconds. So if this has been a lot of moving around for you, just stay tuned. We're going to have a moment where you won't have to move quite so much. An unsupported scanner, so long. Goodbye, shades. Old mosquito, leaky mosquito repellent that's leaking. That is a really good one. No one wants that. Warranties that go to old things that you don't own anymore. Dried up mascara and lipstick. Yes. 3, 2, 1, and we are done. There's our jazzy little timer. Once again, celebrating a win. So let's just pause for a moment, because if you've been joining us for either a seated project or a project all around your home, whether you're in an apartment, a townhome, a home, wow, right? There's a lot of movement here, and we're finding all the things. And I'll just invite you to stop for a moment, take a breath, maybe a sip of water. First, let's recognize the wins. I mean, these are all fantastic wins. And each and everything that y'all have shared with us in the chat here, I mean, we can stop and go, why did I hold on to it? And I think for so many of the things that you've mentioned here in the chat, and again, thank you for your participation and jumping in here to let us know what you're finding. It seems like we've got some postponed decisions. I'll think about it later. Maybe it'll be better later. Maybe if I put it in the closet and come back to it, I'll like it more later. And I think that what we're starting to recognize now as we're sort of looking at this list is we want to live today in the moment. We want to surround ourselves with the things that make us happy. So we love our home, the things that work well, the things that make our lives easier, not more difficult, the things that don't make us feel bad about ourselves or guilty for holding on to it or having spent the money. And so the more that we can practice acting in the moment and making that decision, I think we'll find that our self-confidence comes in and we feel empowered to make these decisions. You really can't make a wrong decision. You might regret something in terms of like, oh, you let the cute little jar go. And then you're like, oh, now I could have used that tomorrow. There's another jar. You'll have more yogurt. It's fine. Like, it's a jar. So a lot of times what happens to me is I let something go. And then the next day I'm like, oh, I could have used that. But it's only because you just saw it that you remember you had it. If this was stuck in like the back closet, I wouldn't have even known I had it. When I needed something, it wouldn't have come to mind. So if that happens to you, just know that I think it's sort of a play on what's called the recency effect. And the idea is that you just saw it, which is why it's recently top of mind. And so that's really helpful. Nancy reminds us that yes, nail polish is considered a hazardous waste in its liquid form, like a paint would be. But yes, so you've got a good reminder there. And of course, Lori's giving us all a good giggle with water. This all deserves a glass of wine. So I do love the idea that we're coming together, recognizing that what these accomplishments are taking 3 minutes at a time. What would change in your day, in your life, in your home, in your level of clutter and your level of stress if you focus 10 minutes a day on a particular category? Not the entire room, not the whole house, not even, the entire cabinet, but one small section at a time. And all the things start to come into place. So give yourself credit for all of the successes you've had so far. For this next one, number 6 on our list, we're going to focus on our phone. So if you happen to have your phone nearby, and this is making the assumption that you have a phone that you can, do things with like emails and you have apps and things. If you have the, sort of flip phone style, then I know this really wouldn't pertain so much. Although even with a flip phone style phone, you still have contacts in your phone and you can go through and discard old contacts that you don't need, or organize your phone by adding contacts that you do need to your contacts. So for number 6 on our list, we're going to take a little breather. If you'd like to sit down, turn your phone on if it's not already on, and hopefully you can join us for a little teeny tiny tidy up. So we'll have a recap in just a moment in case you missed writing something down or you tuned in a bit late. We're really glad that you're here, and we do hope to see you again. I am very lucky to announce to you that this is going to be a bit of a recurring series for some time. So thank you for making it possible by tuning in. And I'm just delighted to team up with our Chelmsford Library. So Thursday, the first Thursday of the month, Thursday, which will be March 7th, if you're available, it's File, Pile, Sort, Shred. The registration link is in the chat. And of course, that's all about our paperwork. What to keep, for how long, where to put it, what to discard, regret-free, all the things. And that comes in perfect time as we're gathering our taxes together. The next month, which will be April, it will happen on the 4th of April. That's again the first Thursday. And this one is how to organize your life into one notebook. So if you haven't already, you can follow the blue link in the chat to register. And of course, you can always go to the library's website. And I think Gianna's gonna get that link into the chat for us so you can see everything happening at the library. Well, let's begin with a little digital decluttering. There's just a few things that we can do right now, very simple, and I'd love to walk you through them. Number one is contacts. So are there some business cards or address, maybe greeting cards that you've been meaning to enter the information into your phone? This is the time to do it. So while you're sitting here with us, you're already here. Why not just do it with us? We're looking at the contacts on your phone, and do you need to enter any information? And so from there, we will now go ahead and just look at those emails. So some of you, if you weren't sort of up and working with us, you may have been doing your emails already. But now that we're sort of seated and taking a bit of a breather before we move into number 7 on our list, we can go ahead and take a look at our emails. So you open up your email program. Again, if you have email access from your phone, and if you do, what you'll probably recognize is that there is a search option when you are in your email. So it says search. Yep. So all of our email programs, whether you're using Gmail or Outlook or Hotmail or any other, program to look at your emails, there is a search. And the search is really helpful because if you're looking for an email, you can put in the name of the person that sent it to you or any other identifying key term or phrase or word, even a date. And hopefully when you hit search, the email you're looking for will come up. So we can use the search feature to look for an email that is lost in the thousands of emails that we have, but we can also use that search term or search word or search date to go ahead and find specific emails that we are looking for so we can delete them as a group. And so this would be really helpful, for example, if you shop a lot at a particular store and they're always sending you either coupons or they're sending you your receipts. If you order online, you get the confirmation, then you get the information that it's shipped. Then you get the tracking information so you can follow it. Then you get the delivery notification. And in fact, the first email that all of us can delete would be the one that came about tonight's program with the link because you're already here. And so it's really simple to, maybe if you haven't already, to group your emails in a way that you can delete a bunch of them. Now, this gets into being a little more tech savvy than maybe you expected yourself to be, but you learned Zoom. And so I think we can get this one down. So just be patient with yourself if it's a whole new idea. The other thing that you can do within your email program is to sort your emails by the date that they were sent to you, so oldest to newest, or you can sort them by sender. So let's say that you subscribe to my newsletter that comes out once a week. If you sort them by sender under J for Jamie, you'll see all the weekly newsletters that I've sent you. And so that way, if you're trying to maybe catch up and read some and maybe delete some older ones because the archives are on my website and you don't need to keep every one. So that would be really helpful to see a grouping by a particular company that sends you coupons, or use the word coupon in your search term, write coupon and then search, and all the emails that have the word coupon will be there for you. This is usually easier done from a laptop or a desktop computer because sometimes on a smaller mobile device, some of the really helpful features are not available. And that's just because on a smaller device, they've got to, get everything on a small screen. And sometimes you can't see everything. Now, Janet reminds me this is exactly where we were going next, because as Janet mentions, unsubscribe. So if you just delete them all, guess what? They're going to come again. But if you at least unsubscribe from one before you delete them all, then that's what we're looking for. So, oh, look at this. Raylene says, took your advice from an earlier Zoom delete. Oh, 72,000 emails dating back to 2016 and unsubscribed from over 400. It takes a bit of time, and it looks like this took about a week. But if you diligently unsubscribe from emails that you don't want anymore, you will see, I believe, a significant reduction in your email inbox in 6 weeks or less. Of course, going forward, that means you also have to be very protective over that email account and just don't start giving it to everyone, because then the whole thing will start. And a great sort of, satisfaction in this, and just to let us know it happens, they really do stop coming. So I love that you shared that with us. It's so true. It just takes a little time and attention. Don't give your email out so freely going forward, and then unsubscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. And all of a sudden what happens is, here we go, we're seeing a big difference. So I will just, so that you can maybe get a sense of how this might look on your screen. It is wildly impressive what's been done. And we love when you share a win, because it just lets everyone else know this is possible. So thank you everyone for chiming in. And that is a fantastic success. Well, here we are in an email account. And so again, everyone has a different email, a style, and your inbox may be set up differently, but this just happens to be Gmail. And so what you'll see is that you can take a look, and there's like some emails coming from FiOS. So in the search, I'm just going to type in FiOS. And if I was, well, that was a promotion email, so we'll use another example, but you'll sort of see what comes in. Here's another one coming from Sarah. So Sarah, a friend of mine, she sends me emails, which is lovely. I'm going to type in the proper spelling of her name. Now look what happens. They all come in from Sarah. And so I could click each one of these emails that I want to delete. But if you want to delete a whole bunch with one click, there's a little additional box above the first email that lets you click, and look, it selects them all. Now, if I wanted to keep one or two, I could deselect the actual one that I wanted to keep. But instead of having to click 100, 200, 300 emails, you can select them all right here and then choose delete. Now, as was reminded in the chat, which is such an important situation, and that is to unsubscribe from one before you delete them all, because then they're just going to keep coming, which is such an important piece. So Brenda says, I also deleted 1,000, but could only do it from my computer, not my phone. And I couldn't agree more. So for those extra features, again, because a small device, they have to shrink the features that you can see on a screen. Oftentimes that select all feature is not available from your mobile device, and you'll have to do it from a laptop or a desktop. So what you saw on the screen was my desktop. When I log into my Gmail account from my phone, we'll just take a look to see sort of, again, I'm going to search Sarah's name, and then all of Sarah's emails come up. And what you'll see is that, unfortunately, when you're on a small device like this, the option to delete all, it's just not there, right? It would just be impossible. You could accidentally click something at such a small screen. They can't give you all the benefits. So if you can log in from a larger device, I think you'll see that you can just really get rid of a whole bunch at a time very fast. It's very exciting and super, super motivating, which, if you're just trying to keep on top of the email, it is such a challenge. So really what it is, 6 weeks of diligently unsubscribing and deleting, and then being very protective over who you give your email address to going forward. So before we move into number 7, let's do a little recap in case you were so excited about working with us, you missed writing something down, or if you tuned in a bit late, it's never a problem. Come when you can. So we do hope we'll see you for the upcoming programs. There'll be more announced, but you can mark your calendar right now. You can expect to see us for the next few months, the first Thursday of the month, and we'd be delighted to have you come back. Paper is next month, followed by organizing your life into one notebook. So what you noticed today is there was a lot of up and down, which doesn't work for everyone. But if you joined us for it, I hope you found it successful. Maybe you have a short list of things you're going to work on. When we come back next month, we will look for successes. So you really have me as your accountability partner. I'm going to be looking for those wins, and you have a deadline. So you're able to kind of come in and say, listen, this is my deadline to get things done. So that's exciting. Now, Christina's working in the email and finding different features. So head into your email account, and maybe you did a little teeny tiny tidy up with us. If you'd like to, we'll spend 3 dedicated moments right now. So I'm going to set that timer for 3 minutes and let you just sort of, see what happens when you log into your email from whatever device you're using. and just practice. Oh, and we hit the jackpot. Yolanda found a real gold chain. So that's exciting. Sometimes we find treasures. We hit the jackpot. We love that. So let's take 3 minutes now and really focus in on those emails. Can you unsubscribe from something? Can you group them together? Can you delete? If you notice how many emails you have, let's then take a look at that number 3 minutes from now and see if you've gotten that number down. Let's begin our teeny tiny email decluttering in 3, 2, 1, and go. Timer's ticking. 3 minutes of email cleanup. Can you go from 100,000 emails to 999,000? Oh, here we go. Janet, yes, we will be able to announce programs beyond April. I'm delighted to have teamed up with our Chelmsford Library for a series. So you can mark the first Thursday of every month, and those registration links will be coming out. So please do mark your calendar. We would love to see you the whole rest of the year. There's always something new to be said about decluttering, new topics, new ideas, and we hope to see you. Timer's ticking, 2 minutes to go. We're going to do a recap in just a moment. Everyone's busy with their emails, and then we will do number 7 on the list. Yes, through December, Janet. So the whole year, we're going to kick clutter to the door in 2024. Very exciting. So we will have the announcement of the monthly topics. Very exciting. Yes, we have a big announcement, a drum roll, so much to talk about. I'm just really delighted to be joining you. We have 1 minute and 40 seconds. You're not even halfway through. So are you deleting, unsubscribing, unsubscribing? Yes, yes, yes. Be brave. If you didn't read the newsletter from 2 years ago, I don't think we need it. Let it go. Delete today's email reminder from the library because you're already here. Timer's ticking. How's it going? 1 minute and 11 seconds left. 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. Now, some of you have an awesome routine going. I love this. So from our friend Lynn, she says, I clean out and unsubscribe weekly. And that is very impressive. I think a lot of us strive to do that, and then we fall behind, and then we feel like all is lost. So I love that you're letting us know that it can be done. And if we have not been doing what Lynn's been doing, we can start to really play that catch up and get stuff done. 45 seconds left on our timer, 45 seconds to go. We'll do a recap and then number 7 together. Timer's ticking. Here we go. And we're down to our final 25 seconds. How many emails did you delete, unsubscribe from? Let us know in the chat. Now, Robert's using those folders to move the emails into, yes, and for the ones you're going to save, I think that works. If you have Gmail, you don't have folders, but you have tabs and labels. So all sorts of different ways to understand the technology and make it work for us. 3, 2, 1, and we are done. There's that jazzy little timer. Chirping away, celebrating our win, and inviting you to come back to our program. Sandra says 12 emails. We love it. We've got a couple of hundred from Becky. That is wildly impressive. And so someone says 12, someone says a couple hundred. They are equal wins. No one is greater or less. We can feel like we compare to someone else and, oh, I only did this. No, you did that. And we just keep moving. So I love this. Everyone has been busy, busy, busy. 12 and hundreds and more. And oh my gosh, very, very exciting. Well, let's try to put the phone down. I know that it can be tempting. So this is to practice focusing. And so emptying those folders, we love it. We will practice putting the phone down because we're going to come back for a recap and number 7. Our recap is number 1, freebie items. Number 2, the thing you just keep moving around, but you don't decide about or fix. Number 3 is the thing that makes you feel bad. Number 4 is the thing that makes you feel guilty. Number 5 is the thing that doesn't work. Number 6, it was all about the emails. Oh, Teresa, you do the same thing I do. Draft emails that then I forget about, and now they're just meaningless. So that is a great place to look for things to delete and save storage space too. Well, we're going to announce number 7 in just a moment. Before we do, I want to answer one quick question that came in the Q&A, and that is, I have a lot of stuff, but all of it has a home and it's organized. Do I still consider that clutter? And it's such a great question because I think there is a difference between like messy and disorganized. So you're working on a project, things are messy, but you can put everything away, so you're organized. And, I can't say what quantity would sort of tip the scale. So you could have a bunch of stuff in boxes that are clearly labeled and it's organized, but truly sometimes it is organized clutter. And the way I would sort of separate that out is if it's things that you use and love on a regular basis, then it's usable stuff and it's not clutter. But if I'm storing stuff in boxes that I never use, I would think it sort of goes under the umbrella of clutter only because things don't do well in storage. I'll forget it's there. I can't get to it. Someone else could use it. I'd rather get it out. So I think we can all sort of come up with our own definition. Most specifically, if you can't use a piece of furniture for its intended purpose, can't sit on a chair, can't lay on a bed, can't use a countertop, floor to ceiling, things on the floor, it's a trip hazard. Then I think we're sort of moving and tipping the scale towards the side of we really maybe want to pay more attention to, is this truly an issue? So can't have company over because the door doesn't open would really be something that maybe we would look to. And if you know someone in that circumstance, certainly please reach out to me and there are resources. For some of us, it's just a matter of stuff's on tables and I don't like how it looks. I don't love my home and I want to love my home again. So thanks for that question. I hope that helps to sort of define. It's really how about your home works for you. It's really what it is. Do you love your space? Hundreds of emails for Cindy and Carlene rolling in, unsubscribed from 4 and 45 emails gone for Daniela. I love this. Yes, yes, yes. Very exciting. Again, what a win. And the digital clutter is not something that you usually like see a lot of. And so you might not recognize it as clutter, but it still totally counts. So great job, everyone. All right. Well, we have to announce number 7 on our list and very excited to think about maybe seeing you next month. So the first Thursday of the month, with the exception of July, because that lands on July 4th, so it'll be the following week. You can mark your calendar for the first Thursday of every month, and we do hope to see you. So fantastic. Let us move into number 7 on our list. We will have a 3-minute tidy up for this one as well. And let's see if you can guess. It's all about the bags. It's the plastic shopping bags that are in a plastic shopping bag. I don't think you're officially an adult until you have a bag of bags. Then we have the gift bags. We have the shopping bags, the reusable shopping bags, the canvas bags, our work bag, our laundry bag, our handbag. It's all the bags. And so if your bags are currently multiplying in the front closet, the utility closet, they're maybe in the kitchen, in the drawer, they're falling behind into the cabinet, you can't close the drawer. It's going to be all about the bags for the next 3 minutes. The goal is to find one bag that we don't love that we can fill with donations, which would be fantastic. And then, of course, we want to organize the bags that we have, probably taking the largest bag and filling the others inside by category. So if they're insulated lunch bags versus their shopping bags versus their gift bags, let's organize the bags. And you do not need to keep every bag you have. If the strap is too long, if it's flimsy, if you don't like the design, if you wash it and the color comes off, if it's just not your favorite, if you simply have too many. So yeah, no, Marcia, you can keep your gift bags. Let's just organize them and then shop from home going forward. So the answer is, do I need that gift bag from the store? I do not. We're going to shop from home. Yes, all the bags. We are looking at all of the bags. Lynn says, yikes, not my bags. Yeah, it's the bag time. We're going to be brave and do this together. We want to see the bags we have. More importantly, find a bag that we can donate our items, put our donate items in, and then just donate the whole bag. So are you ready? We're going to begin. You guessed it, 3 minutes. We're looking to see if you can find 3 bags, 1 bag for donate and 2 bags to go. Are you ready? We're going to begin in 3, 2, 1, and we've begun. Timer's ticking. Now, Martha has a great reuse for her bags. So let's be sure they're organized. You know where they are. You can reach them easily. I love it. Oh, you all have great ideas for these bags. It's fantastic. So remember, the grocery stores do have those containers for the recycled plastic bags. You can also donate bags because the organization that sells things also needs the bags. And Janice, right, food pantries will usually take the bags clean and like new condition. Absolutely. So we can take our silverware there as well. Great job, everyone. Timer's ticking, 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. So many of you have great reuses for them, so that's perfect. We'll answer the question, how many bags are acceptable to keep when we come back? And so long, pile of garment bags. Teresa is lightening up. Here we go. Timer's ticking. 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. So sometimes it's not letting them go. Sometimes it's just reorganizing them so they're all in one place and they're just not tucked in every, spot throughout the home. Grocery bags, yes. Brown bags, so long, bags. We're down to our final 1 minute and 45 seconds. Timer is ticking away. How's it going over there? Oh, 2 white trash bags full of canvas bags to be donated. 3 paper bags full of other paper bags to be recycled. That's a lot of bags, Pat. I love it. Win, win, win. Oh, now Marcia says, I can't stop buying the beautiful bags they sell at Marshall's and TJ Maxx. They just call to her. Yes, that is a challenge, and some of them really are beautiful. Can you take a picture? Take a picture, leave it behind? I don't know. It's such a challenge. Maybe don't go into those stores before we shop at home first. I don't know. I love it. Pat's saying, Marcia wants Pat's bags. Oh no, we're going to start our own little swap group starting right here in our chat. I love it. There we go. I'm reading all the awesome comments coming in with 1 minute left. 1 minute to go. Oh no, Mariano's has nice bags too. Sandra, don't tell us that. Oh my gosh. We're going in the wrong direction, everyone. This is the opposite. Old computer bags tucked in the closet, zippers and straps that are broken. And again, we have to ask ourselves, why am I saving this? What is this for? But again, in the moment, if we're like, oh, maybe I'll fix it. Maybe I'll use it. Maybe I'll need it one day, even if it's broken. And then we just tuck it there, never to be seen again until tonight. We're doing it. Old luggage, it's broken. So long, luggage. It's been lovely, but you're out of here. 22 seconds. Can you find one more bag? Come on back to the chat if you'd like to give us an update on what you found, how many, how it went. Did you just organize them? I love it. Oh, this is so good. All the lovely ideas. Oh, yeah, Carlene says, take the bag to Marshall's. I know, but that's a problem. A Downton Abbey bag, that's an automatic keep. I mean, that's an automatic keep. And now I kind of want one. I didn't know there was one. The timer is done. That is our chirpy little timer inviting us to come on back. Why do I need 4 old gym bags? No one needs 4 old gym bags. Join us in the chat. How did it go? Overall, do you feel a win? Are we inspired? Do we feel that momentum, our motivation? Yes. Oh no, Sandra's now Googling Mariano's to find the bags. See, I knew this was going to go downhill very quickly. Gosh, you all have had so much fun with us. Thank you for making us laugh and for turning what could be a boring chore into a bit of a challenge with some laughs along the way. Now, we do have a question in the chat about how many bags are acceptable to keep. I don't know the exact answer, but I can tell you this. When we're looking at a quantity of anything, how many water bottles, how many rinsed out jars, how many baseball caps, how many socks, how many of anything, right? So when the answer is how many should I keep or how many can I keep, how many is acceptable, here's the answer as we wrap up our time together. The answer is we're going to dedicate a specific amount of space. It's not so much the number, it's the space. How much of your home do you want to give up to bags? And if it's one large bag, then it's as many as fit in there. And I don't think we really run the risk of running out of, especially bags, because look, everyone has way too many and you're going to get more. It's pretty much a guarantee. So we want to try to pare down to what feels comfortable. And I think we've all done that tonight. What a treat. Let us know, did you enjoy tonight's program? Give us a yes or a Y in the chat. Are you coming back next month? We sure hope you are. Give us a yes or a Y or a smiley face over in the chat. Let us know, did you enjoy our time? I certainly enjoyed spending the evening with you. Thanks for taking an hour and spending it with us. we have to say goodnight now. I can't believe it. That hour just flies by. First time attending. I hope it won't be your last. Great session. It was great to have you here. So, Gianna, I know you're going to sort of give us a little outro as we wrap up our time. Thank you for making it all run so smoothly. And we look forward to seeing
Sure.
everyone on the 7th of March.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jamie. Awesome presentation as usual. Yes, please join us for the next program in March on March 7th at 7 p.m. I did include the registration link, I think, as well as Jamie. And make sure you go to our website. You can register there. And if you have any questions, you can just reach out to the reference desk here at Chelmsford. We'll help you out. All right, everyone, have a great night and thanks for joining us again.
Congratulations on your successes, everyone. See you next month.
Bye.
Bye.